Alright, gonna start off here with Cahill Backwoods, Cahill Park, and Pioneer Bay. Looks like we have a pretty exciting layout ahead of us. My whole goal here on Cahill Backwoods' first hole is just not hit that tree. If I miss that tree, I'm sliding up for a very easy tap-in birdie. 105 feet out, it's really not too bad, but just more than I want for confidence early on. I'm going to give it about 80 feet of power with my fuse and drop it right in the basket. Save that stroke back. I'm doing okay. We got Dbargs and Smuh. I don't know. I say Smuh. I've heard the guys say Smuh. I'll have to ask them how to say that name. Coming to back Cahill Backwoods here again. I almost exclusively go accurate roll sapphire off this tee. More or less a default aim. And the accurate roll sapphire to an accurate glide sapphire gets you right up next to the basket, as long as you don't hit that one tree. Starting off back to back, hitting the trees, not a lot of fun, but again, 63 feet, downhill in a headwind. I'm doing about 25 feet of power. Trying to get in there. Save the birdie, still doing well. Not expecting a lot of separation here on Cahill Backwoods, though. Coming into the Cahill Backwoods par 5, I just go default accurate glide sapphire off the tee, forehand, set it up over here. No matter which side of this little opening I'm on, I can either go glide skip drive or the paradigm. I always prefer, if I can, to let the disc do the work for me. So a paradigm takes the turn all by itself, and it's going to get up here by the basket for a simple throw-in. Dbargs and Smuh both right up there as well. Yeah, not much happening on Cahill Backwoods. The excitement's coming a little bit later in the round here as we get to some more potential separation holes. Alright, Cahill Park 2. I've been enjoying this hole, taking the zonker line. As long as I don't have a bad wind, get up high, throw it there through the trees. Hopefully get lucky and miss that trunk. Trees are going to slow it down just a little bit. And I slide up near the basket for a pretty easy throw-in for that albatross. This line can get really tricky if the wind is going right to left instead of this left to right here, or if it's a forewind. Anything uncomfortable, I'm still going around the long way. But if I have a neutral wind or this helping wind, I'm going up through those trees. It looks like Smuh may have gotten caught up. Oh, he didn't. He's good there. Just over the top on his throwing attempt for albatross. Dbargs took that backhand line, or on the backside, right up there for his easy albatross. Smuh's taking eagle. So you got one stroke on Smuh, still tied up with Dbargs. This next Cahill Park, par 5, especially in this wind, there's no reason to not eagle this. I'm taking the paradigm off the tee as long as I'm just to the side of this bunker and don't end up inside there. There's really nothing to worry about. It's 354 feet. Just want to really make sure I clear this bunker coming in, going accurate glide sapphire. Sometimes you get a little jump off that lip into the basket for a fun albatross. Usually not, but it's something that's in play there. You hear a little bit of my baby in the background. Y'all who know me on Discord know that she is new, just a few weeks old. So a lot of my videos might have a little bit of baby talking in the background. Alright, Cape P9. This is the kind of tough win. I usually go accurate glide sapphire. Here I'm going with the glide water skip rive. Just get that real low, plenty of hyzer. Make sure I get through that opening. Getting through the Mando is number 1, and then try and get the throw in. 51 feet in the forehead wind. I'm a little uncomfortable with the throw-in, so I switched to the putt just enough to get it over the lip there and get it in. Alright, coming into Pioneer Bay. We should have some good separation coming here. This Pioneer Bay 2 doesn't have a lot. You see, I'm thinking about going forehand first. I switched up at the last minute, going over to the backhand route. I just feel a little bit less comfortable with the backhand, getting around these trees nicely, and sometimes get caught up early. The forehand, just because I've been throwing it for so long, seems very easy to get up there for a look. This backhand usually gets closer, not this one. That rock is a little bit in my way, but I'm able to flex it over the top and around. Sliding up here for another fairly simple birdie. Not a lot going on here yet. Next two holes should provide some really interesting separation coming up. All right, Pioneer Bay 7. Have to go for this. Get the middle chevron right at the base of that trunk. I gave it not quite enough Anheuser. At this point, I'm just hoping it slides up far enough to make the throw-in pretty easy. It looks like it got far enough up there. So that's definitely a miss, but not that bad of a miss. 82 feet. Should be a pretty simple throw-in for birdie. I'm going to give it about 90 feet of power, just past the bottom of that black band, the black outline on my band. Got the birdie. Possibility here for a Smuh tying it up. Nope, just off. So still got the lead with Dbargs going into the last hole. I think that's Pioneer Bay 3 coming up. New fun line opened up here with the water skip. With this win, I'm having half a second thought whether I go for it. I realize once I aim to the right a little bit, I just have the left to right wind. It's going to help me out getting up there on the island. I don't want to go too wide because that water is light. You don't get the skip. It's too shallow there. Here, getting over the top, I often go with that paradigm, but I'm a little uneasy going with it. I really didn't want to accidentally skip off into the water OB, so I take the captain and get no ground play at all. If that got a little bit of a slide, it would have been great, probably within 80 and 90 feet. But 126 feet uphill, I'm going about 120 feet of power and not quite enough. Smuh took the eagle. I'm going to tap it in for the birdie. The Dbargs went the safe way, wasn't taking any risk with his lead. He taps in with the birdie, and we end up here with a three-way tie. It's a great game, and look forward to providing you guys some more content going forward.